Hi guys, it's KJ, my Tech Guy here, and today I'm going to show you all the apps that I use on a daily basis, what apps are on my home screen, and what apps I just have on my phone. The phone I'm using right now is the OnePlus 7 Pro, and if you don't know already why I chose this phone over, say, the iPhone XS Max or the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, make sure you watch my full review that I posted last week. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video for some channel updates, and let's get right into it. So right off the bat, you can see that I actually keep my home screen pretty clean. I don't really fill up both of my screens. I have my widget up here that shows me my subscribers, and if I refresh that, yeah, my subscriber count updates. Really, I haven't really used this stock area over here, so that's usually just sitting there. But as for my main home screen, I do have my Google Calendar. Right now it's the summer, so I don't really have anything set in there, so I'm not even going to get into that. For photos, I really like editing photos, so I'll use Lightroom to edit all of my photos, and right here I have like my Christmas pictures and different formals I've been in, and also different pictures that you'll recognize from Instagram, and I think it's just a good way to edit my pictures, and I really enjoy it. I like editing them on my iPad specifically, but I also like having the ability to sync up all of my different photos on my different phones, so having the Lightroom app really helps with that. It does cost monthly subscription to do that, but as a student, with the discount and with all the photos I take, I think it's worth it. These other two photo apps I don't use as frequently on this phone specifically. The Imaging Edge app is actually an app that I use for my Sony a7 III, and it connects to it and allows me to use my phone as the shutter button and also record and end videos. So that's useful for when I'm making videos, but usually I use a different device for that because I want my phone to be able to look up different things. And the photo grid is just self-explanatory. It makes those photo collages that I need sometimes. I don't really use too often, actually. Next up, you'll probably see that I do have the Tesla app, and that's just to control the functions of my car. Using this car, I can use my phone as the key, so if I walk up, it just opens, and when I walk away, it locks automatically. And using the controls function, I can flash the headlights or honk the horn or start it remotely, which is really cool. And I can also look up the location of where it is right now, and also see the status of its charging if it were to be charging. Another app that I use a lot on a daily basis is YouTube Studio, and this is just where I can keep track of all my videos. I can see the comments that are coming in, and I can see some real-time analytics that I don't really want to go into right now. But this is just a really nice app to have, and just really keeps track of all my videos. Google Maps and Gmail, self-explanatory. Gmail is actually an email app that doesn't just work with Gmail accounts. I actually connect my MIT and Stanford emails to it, and it's actually a pretty cool way to just keep all of my emails unified when I'm not using an iPhone. In terms of social media apps, these are the social media apps that I use on a daily basis: Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. And then because I'm switched back to an Android phone, I've relied more on Messenger and Viber for contacting other people, because I like having those features of liking messages and reacting to things that still regular SMS just doesn't have at this point. GroupMe is something that I only keep on my phone because of different conferences that I've had. A lot of people have GroupMe installed, and just having the app is good for those group chats. Discord is a new app on my phone, and if you watched my previous videos, I've talked about my Patreon page, and this is actually my server where I open dialogue with my different patrons, and we talk about anything from college life to tech to different coding problems that people have, and I can just give overall advice about whatever topic people choose. And then LinkedIn, of course, is a good networking app, and a lot of people that I meet over the summer I connect with on LinkedIn, and then you know that you can go back and look at their profiles and send them a message, or just figure out how to contact them later on. And this is just a good way to just stay in touch. And just like GroupMe, I use Slack just because it's a really good group messaging platform that has good reacts, and it's just really organized with all the different channels, and I actually like using that a lot. If I'm not scrolling through some type of social media, then I'm probably going to be on Bleacher Report, and this is where I just keep track of all my NBA news because I'm a huge NBA fan, and specifically a Laker fan. This app is pretty cool because it compiles all the different tweets about the Lakers and their players, and also gives me some articles that I can read that probably interest me, and it's just pretty cool. It loads pretty fast, and with the OnePlus 7 Pro, everything's pretty seamless, so that's good. The native clock app to the OnePlus 7 Pro actually surprised me. I can go here and set a specific song, and it could be from Spotify or YouTube Music or some other music playing app. And built into the OnePlus 7 Pro clock, you can set up a Google Assistant routine. And yeah, this whole clock app just worked really well for me, and I really never had to download a second-party alarm app or timer app. So my go-to app for streaming music is actually YouTube Music, and not just because I'm a YouTuber. I actually really enjoy this app. I think everything's organized really well. I have this Your Mixtape section where it'll actually play songs based on what you've listened to, both on YouTube and in the music app, and it's just able to really put the songs that you like, and it'll know which ones you've skipped and not skipped. And I think this app just works really cool. And also included with the YouTube Music subscription, you're going to get YouTube Premium, so you won't have any ads when you're in actual YouTube. And it'll show the premium icon up here, and I think it's really worth it in the end. You're paying for YouTube Music anyway, and you just have the perk of having ad-free YouTube. As you can see on my second page, I do have FaceApp, and it's an app that I installed just to see the different capabilities of it. It uses AI and can change different features of your face and make you look older, younger, put a smile on. Like right now, I can go to age and click old, and then when it's done processing, look, I look really old, and that's just really trippy to me. And I think it's cool just to play around with this app and see different beard styles, different facial hairstyles, and I can even change the color of my hair. And it's just a goofy app. I don't really know what the true function of it is. It's just cool. Then here are apps that I use often, but not on a daily basis as much as these apps on the first page. And the first app on this page is Dropbox, and you probably know what Dropbox is. Just a file sharing service and a file storage service for online. And as an MIT student, I get a ton of free storage, so that's where I put a lot of my pictures and some video files that I want to just keep. For financial, I have my Bank of America app, Venmo, of course. I'm a college student and I need to be able to pay people back for when they get the check or something, and PayPal, Barclays US, or just to take care of my other accounts that I have open. Uber Eats is an app that actually launched when I just first started college, and it was actually something that has really helped me throughout my years at MIT. It's just a good place to order different food, and they'll come deliver it to you for some set fee. And it just is a lot more convenient than having to go out and Uber to some place, or like if you're stuck at home or at your dorm, it's a good way to get food to you, especially if you don't have a car on campus. Sleep Cycle is an app that I actually use less because of how good the OnePlus's native app is, but I do like this one if I don't really have a set time that I have to be up. And it's an app where you can give a certain window, like this one's set from 7 to 7:30 a.m. and using the microphone on your phone, it'll detect when you're moving around a lot, and it will wake you up in a more optimal time when you're already moving around instead of when you're in deep sleep. This has helped me wake up a little more refreshed than if I use the regular alarm app. The OnePlus folder just has the weather and different OnePlus apps for file managing settings. This is all self-explanatory. Next up, we have the Office suite, and having a phone this powerful, I really like being able to just open up, say, OneNote and look at my different scripts, and just having this available on my phone for easy edits. And now Office is all in the cloud, so I can log in with my school ID or my personal one, and I can access all my files remotely, which is really cool. And then of course I have to have my Google apps. These are self-explanatory. These are apps that I don't always use, but I just know that I want to have them in case that I need any one of them. For entertainment, I do watch occasionally on my phone, not really too often because I do have my iPad and my laptop. But when I do, I like being able to stream TNT for basketball games, CBS for the same reason, and then Netflix and Hulu for all those shows. And then I do have DirecTV, so sometimes being able to just watch live TV is cool. Then I have my go-to travel apps, Uber and Lyft. Now that I have a car, I'll probably use these a little less. And then I usually fly Delta because I do like watching all the movies on the plane. And then lastly is just this IM Leagues app. It's the app that coordinates all of our IM teams, and this is where I'll get my basketball schedule and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I really don't keep too many apps on my phone. I try to keep it as clutter-free as possible because I don't really like playing games on my phones. I save those for consoles. Actually, I don't really play too many games in general. And I just like having these clean home screens and only really use apps that I absolutely need to. Maybe if I'm going on a plane ride or something, I'll download a game or two just to have some offline things to do. But most of the time, this is all I have. And it has served me well. So those are the apps that I use on a daily basis on my OnePlus 7 Pro. I do have an iPhone XS Max, and the apps that I use are a little bit different because of that iOS versus Android app difference. So if you want to see what I use on my iPhone XS Max, make sure to leave a comment down below and just let me know that you want to see that video. As for this channel, I'm making a lot of cool videos. Make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell clicked. I'm also really posting a lot more on my Instagram, and I'm posting a lot of Instagram stories and posting on Twitter a lot more now. So make sure to follow me on those platforms as well at MITechGuy. And I do have my merch store open now, so make sure to see the link down below to see my new merch. And if you take a selfie with it, you'll have a chance to be featured in my next video or on an Instagram story of mine. I'm really making the most out of my experience here at Stanford, and I still really like making videos for you guys, so just thank you for coming along this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next one.